Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with
Use Norcar WX
and
Thunder Shits. No, for real. Thunder Buddy 01 with a somewhat upset stomach. And actually, I will be right back.
Well, you certainly took a thunder shit last night.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Well, after he goes to refill his water bottle.
I literally have to take a shit right now, so I'll be right back.
Living up to your name, I see. I know I'm number one. Thank you. Anyways, while he takes a shit, so we're here yet again for season 14, and this time we have a silver radio on the table. Isn't that right?
Yes, it is.
And it looks like it's made by Sangean. Isn't that right?
Yes, it is.
And it looks like the ATS-405 had a little brother. Isn't that right?
That's pretty good. Comparison there, yeah.
So, anyways, in this episode of Radio Reviews, we're going to be taking a look at the silver version of the 909X, but it's smaller. It has a smaller antenna, a better look, in my opinion, and just about the same amount of features, and a kickstand with UTC time. And that radio is none other than the Sangean ATS-405. So we have the ATS-405 here, the little brother to the 909X. Although it's very much smaller than the 909X, but
for sure.
It's definitely very similar to the 909X, and I bet you're getting the 909 right now, aren't you? Yep, there it is. So you may remember in a previous episode we reviewed this big, massive brick. Yeah, it isn't really that similar, but I mean, credit where it's due. I mean, it's somewhat similar. I mean, yeah, obviously the 909X is a better radio because it has more features, but we're not going to talk about the 909 because we already reviewed it.
Yep.
And if you want to see that one, check the link in the description.
If he remembers.
Yes, I'll remember. I'm not Joe Biden. I don't forgore easily. Anyways, so the 405, the Sangean ATS-405, and already at first glance it's a nice silver brick full of buttons and the option with a manual backlight, just like the 909X. So clearly you have this. So yeah, the ATS-405, it says right here on the top left corner, right there above the radio on the top, underneath the antenna, just like on the 909X, it says the model number up top. Right here you see the model number, and just like here, it says here ATS-405, FM medium wave shortwave world receiver. Yeah, this does not have long wave like the 909 does.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at it. So you have a display right here, clearly displaying the digits of the time, and it actually has working seconds, unlike a certain radio. Fucking Redicus piece of shit. So yeah, you have your power button right up here, your charging light next to it. You have your BW button, local DX mode, your fine tune button, the display button, and also the fine tune acts as the menu button. You have a keypad right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, M for memory, and the enter key. You also have your band button, your shortwave meter button, ATS, and the page button. You also have your tuning buttons right over here. And I think, doesn't this have the ability to record?
No.
It doesn't?
No
So
recording ability.
So why does it have a delete button here? Oh, that's to delete the presets, isn't it?
Delete the memory, yeah.
Okay.
Delete presets on memory, yeah.
So you have your speaker on the left, you have your display right here. On this side, you have your volume knob, and just like on the 909X, you have a mode button. News, normal, and music modes are a thing on this radio. We're going to put that on normal mode. On the top, you have... Yep, there it went. On the top, you have the backlight button, of course, which stays on. You have the antenna. On the back, you have the antenna mount right here with the screw. You have your model number right on the bottom left corner. ATS-405, FM, medium wave, shortwave, world receiver. Frequency range and everything else is already there. The DC information is also there. You can also see another quirk. The kickstand actually has the UTC time chart.
Yep, just like this.
You know,
right here.
did you hear what I hear? Did you hear what I said?
Quirk.
No, did you hear what I said? The UTC time chart. Speaking of.
That's the first thing I heard when I come back.
Speaking of Thunder Shart. I mean, you said so yourself, Thunder Shits.
Yeah, well, my stomach was upset.
Damn.
Probably not as bad.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm fucking loving it.
Not as bad as it was last night, though.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm. No one out pizzas the.
Oh, good lord.
That's what happens when you have stuffed crust.
Yeah, you wanted me to try it. Otherwise
It's good.
Stuffed crust doesn't do that. See, if anything, it blocks you up even more.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
say
actually,
cheese blocks you up more. You have to know that.
It
If
is.
anything, something else was get something. If anything, you probably added on too much. I think the dam was just about to burst anyways.
pretty much. Damn.
Literally.
Said damn just. Said damn just went.
Dam just went.
So yeah,
just like the Lake Tacoma Dam back in 2018.
it never collapsed though.
It was on the verge of it.
No, it was a mudslide.
Yeah, at least that dam could hold itself, unlike you yesterday.
Oh. No, I mean, it could hold itself unlike the San Andreas fault in the movie San Andreas.
That's a fair point. Or Hoover Dam in that
Or the
movie.
Hoover Dam, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just confused. Where's my dick bottle? Oh, there it is.
Damn.
What?
A dick bottle, really?
I hope he doesn't use that for a dildo. That would hurt like hell.
I'm not
Nah, he's not. He's not.
either, so.
No,
Yeah,
if you just use
plug
something
in
to plug
vibrator.
From the plug to the vibrator. No.
When batteries aren't enough. When battery power is enough, you gotta use the fucking
No.
120 volt power lines.
This is the horniest season of radio reviews ever, and it's all thanks to this motherfucker right here. Blame him.
I was in last season too, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
and it wasn't that bad then.
No, this is worse. Much
It's
worse.
just the combination of people here. That's why.
Now let's see. You get the horny fuck, and you got the Dickolas Miller III, and then you have me, who's just a fucking prick.
Shut up.
What's up, guys? It's Tom Barnacle, Kevin James, the Jones, Gilbert Godfrey III here.
Oh no.
Think about that for a second. Tom Barnacle, Kevin James, the Jones, Godfrey III here. What?
How does that even work?
He must be related to a lot of people, but anyways. Jesus. The kickstand has a UTC time chart on the back.
What's up, guys? It's Tom Barnacle, Kevin James, and Jones Godfrey III here. When I was working in the National Weather Service office in Portland in 2005, I overdosed on Sequel and had a complete meltdown while on the air. When my coworkers found out, they all curb stomped me into next week. I was super drunk one time and started pickle rubbing with Perfect Fall. When Donna found out, she beat me with an ancient tombstone from the 1200s until I couldn't sit on my bare ass for 2 weeks.
If I ever get my hands on that radio, I'm playing that through the speaker. I swear. What is that? The FR300?
FR360.
The 360. If I ever get my hands on an FR360, I'm gonna play that fucking clip through the speaker. You bet your ass I'm going to do that. Just give me the audio clip and I'll be fine.
Alright.
Anyways, back to the radio. So, the kickstand has the UTC time chart, just like the 909X does. Although the 909X is slightly more detailed because you can fit more stuff on. Actually, no. It's about the same amount of information.
Detail, it's just this one's longer because it's bigger.
Yeah. Pretty much what it is. But yeah, you have the kickstand and you have your battery cover and your mega bass filter. And on this side you have stereo and mono for the FM, a headphone jack, and your DC port. That's about it. Oh, and on the bottom you have a charge switch, and you have your and then you have your key lock switch. So yeah, you have that. But yeah, gee, I wonder what we should review first on this thing. Wait, this doesn't have Noah, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Nope.
Sad.
It is sad. But
oh yeah, even this doesn't have Noah on it, but it'd be pretty damn good if it did, though.
All right, so what would be the first thing to review on this ATS-405?
Well, I suppose the first thing we could talk about is this BW right here, which stands for bandwidth.
All right, let's talk about that first feature, the bandwidth. Okay, the bandwidth on the Sangean ATS-405. What does it do?
So basically, what it does is, let's say you're on. Okay, what station do you think we should go on here? 106.9. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
So we'll switch over to band. We'll press band, and then we can go to 106.9, and that's how you direct enter it. Enter. Oh, this is playing music.
Copyrighted.
Copyrighted music. Okay, what's some talk station you know of?
90.7.
Okay, 97, and then enter. And then we'll try to extend the antenna.
Actually, let's go over to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Also, Nicholas, I'll do a little bet.
Here you go.
Wait 1 sec. Do you think we're still getting WXJ20? Yes or no?
Yes.
4.
What the fuck?
The 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time observationally cloudy. A slight chance of showers. 79 degrees.
Bro, we've been getting WXJ20 all goddamn day.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Like, it's probably because of the tropo and whatnot.
Dude, but it doesn't last this long.
Yeah, I was like, tropos usually don't last this long, especially in the daytime. Usually nighttime. Well, usually
It lasted all day.
Yeah, I must say. I mean, it could be something. I mean, the only way that would really happen is if a transmitter was down. That was usually here, and it's now down. And the tropo is just helping to get the signal here better. But yeah,
Probably
here we go.
the case.
So what this does is that, so right now your bandwidth is basically, so you've got your frequencies, and it centers on this. But then it also bands out like this. So you've got your center here, but the bandwidth is how wide it actually scopes out. So right now we're on the wide band, or wideband FM, and if you press the BW, now we're on narrow band.
Yeah, and it shows different icons for it.
Yep.
Has a lot of very strong relationships with
It's more noticeable on AM though, because on AM you can go between wideband, narrow, and then even narrower. I don't know what it's called, but typically the two band, because there's 3 on here. There's 3, 2, and 1. It'll have up here. Usually 2 is the best setting for AM on this.
Yeah, let's try AM.
All right. So if we go press band, that's gonna take us to shortwave. If we press it again.
Let's do 670. Actually, no. Got an idea. I have an idea.
Yeah, and if she
There
doesn't
you
have
go.
it ready when
That's
you get home,
750.
Yep. And then what happens if you press this? Oh, sorry, that's fine too. My bad. You press this.
You hear the difference?
Yep.
It's word.
There's 3 modes.
That's right.
You love
See,
being
it
on the
sounds kind of
couch,
crappy.
don't you?
But then you got this, and it sounds more cleaner. But if you have good signal, this will sound like perfect. This will sound like what the Jensen can do essentially. But you have to have good signal because look, it's already fading. But if we went back to this sounds better.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what this button does. It's basically a bandwidth. You can do it on shortwave as well. Shortwave has the same 3 settings on there, but on FM it's 2, and that's wide and narrow band FM.
Pretty much, yes.
And also, if you want to, we can also talk about the display button on here as well.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so display button on the Sangean ATS-405. So if I press it here on this menu, so this is off. This is where these buttons would work. So the green down here, forgot to mention the green. These are the buttons you can use when it's, I believe, when it's on. Or no, when it's off, sorry. So you have to use these when it's off. Otherwise, when you just type it, it'll just, when it's on and you're typing, it'll type out the actual frequency.
Yeah, we'll just bring it down here.
So one thing we'll do right here, so you press display. It doesn't do nothing on this screen, but it's just on here.
The name of
You can press this, change the time, press it, goes back to this.
Look like I got monkey pox.
And also the manual display light button, the backlight button, that's cool too.
Yeah, I love that.
It stays on and it doesn't go off like automatically. Like a certain Radio Shack radio handheld.
Which one? Oh, you're talking about the 993? Oh, yep.
Yep. And then, so, I think the next thing we could definitely talk about is this local DX mode.
We definitely need to, because this feature is something that not many radios have. And this is one of them.
Okay, so the local DX mode on the Sangean ATS-405. So, really, it doesn't make much of a difference unless you're on AM. So, if I press it right now, see how weak it got? It's trying to get local signals because it's trying to prioritize quality on here. But when you do the DX mode,
different stories of what other things should be
and
changed.
by the way, it will tell you right down here. So right now it's in
You think
DX
that
mode. This
Now
is
it's
in local.
not. Now it's in local.
And now this is DX.
Because it's racist, please let us know.
So that's the first. That's one of the things there. And I think now, since
Let me
we're
give it
already looking at stuff like this, I think now we can get onto the reception.
Yeah, let me just get one thing out of the way real quick. Something about that is that you can get a lot of faraway signals with the DX mode on. But with local, if you're in a very rural area, that'll be pretty
Actually,
nice to do.
I'm gonna test something out because there is locals in your area. 1470.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. Oopsies. 1470. I can't even hardly do it at all. But if I turn on the DX mode. Oh wait, is it off at this time of night? Wait, no.
They operate on like 5 watts
there
at
we
night.
go.
Do they?
There you go. So this is on DX mode. This is local. Wait, no, this is the lower bandwidth. So this is local. Nothing. DX.
Damn.
So, personally, DX mode is probably your best thing. The local mode is if you got a really high power station nearby, and then it just prioritizes the quality of the signal, so it sounds kind of like the Jensen when you have good signal. The Jensen SRWS 1000.
Which is right behind you, right there.
Yep. See, if we switch this over to 750, yeah, let me do that actually, just to show you. Because on here, when it has really good signal, the quality is almost FM-esque, like this.
Kind of is.
So yeah, like if you get like a really good signal on this, it actually sounds pretty FM-like. So that's what essentially what that local mode is trying to do. You have to have a local AM station. You can also do the same thing with FM. I actually haven't tried that with FM before, so you guys are going to be learning just as I do. Let's go to FM. Oh, fun fact, it doesn't actually have a DX mode on there.
Nope, just AM.
Just AM and shortwave. So, yep, there you go. So on shortwave and AM, you're going to have that DXing mode versus local mode. But on FM, it's just normal. Normal FM, there's nothing, no adds or sensitivity gains to it because I believe, actually, now I know what I actually realized. The DXing mode and the local mode here, what it acts as an AM RF gain. Like, just like on the ATS-909X here.
Just like it, except it's a different button.
Yeah, like for example, right here. So this is your AM RF gain right here.
Yeah.
So you adjust this, and it would get that station. And you do it manually here with the little wheel. On this, it's just the buttons, 2 buttons.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, that tells me everything I need to know right there. That's what the thing is. That's why this actually doesn't have that DXing mode per se, because that AMRF gain is basically it, and that's what that's doing. It's just a switch toggle between it.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, now that we have that out of the way, we can go ahead and get into the speaker quality. So let's test it out. Okay, the speaker quality on the Sangean ATS-405. Let's test it out.
Benefit to coming to the table and supporting more rights for gay couples, and it got us to the point eventually where we were able to pass marriage equality laws all around the country and get a constitutional change. I just know that if you study great social change movements, making the first change, right, breaking the logjam, is often what allows you, it's almost universally what allows you to make all the other changes. This will allow us to build bigger coalitions, to get more Republicans willing to support changes in the future. I mean, can I guarantee that's going to happen here? No, but I do think that this is the beginning, not the end. I'm confident about it.
Senator, do you think that these measures you all have agreed to would have stopped the Uvalde shooter or the Sandy Hook shooter?
I think there's a possibility that these changes could have made a difference in Uvalde. This young man showed all sorts of warning signs that could have triggered a red flag process. You can never
Let me know
for
that you
sure,
squished
but
Callie.
I think that we've designed a law
she's a squish
that
ball.
specifically with respect to Uvalde might have made the difference.
And Senator, what happens if this fails?
What happens if it fails? Well, it just goes.
It just goes.
No, it goes like. He does it the best. I'm sorry. Yippee! No, like the sudden ones, like. Yippee! He does it the best. So I'm sorry.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Gay. See, see.
It's 2015, Cole. They want their cringe back. But wait, if that's
Hey,
if that's,
at least 2015 is better than 2022.
That is true.
I'm about to say, I'd rather
I beg to differ.
Why?
One, brace face me. I looked ugly as shit. Second, no, you should have seen me when I first had braces on. I looked fucking ugly. And let's see what else.
I'm about to say, me, I just imagine you with braces, and I feel like your name would be Nelson at that point.
Nelson?
Just imagine a Nelson playing you with braces on. It sounds like a Nelson to me.
What the fuck?
How do you get Nelson from that? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, just imagining you with that, it looked like your name would be Nelson. Or Neville.
Hi, I'm Neville Papperman.
Michael, can I see the camera for a second?
No, you are not shutting it off. You are not. Fuck you.
Okay, Poppy, when and where?
Hold this for a second. Sure. Yeah, sure.
Oh god, if you're actually considering it, I'm gonna slap you.
What did you just say?
I said, if you're actually considering it, I'm gonna slap you.
Maximus Rectimus!
The fact that you actually did it. Nice going, dipshit.
I fell. I fucking fell.
Nice going, dipshit.
Cope seed mold ratio. You fell off. Yes.
I will say, you're very good. It's a good thing you closed your knees up there. Otherwise, you'd be a really good target right now.
Good target indeed. But anyways, yeah, the speaker quality we already demonstrated. It's decent, but it's not really.
Yeah.
It's not the
kinda
best nor the worst.
I mean, it's better than the 909X's, but they both have the same thing. You know, it's just they aren't. I mean, if you plug them in with headphones, they sound amazing. But that's if you have headphones.
Yeah, and plus headphones typically have the same sound either way, so.
Not really, because on that radio also has the stereo thing, just like that one.
So with that out of the way, we can finally get to the reception test. Alright, we're outside for this test because it works better out here, so let's go ahead and test it out.
That's because the Lake Pangong region is right in the middle of a disputed frontier that runs 3,500 kilometers.
That's pretty true.
Yet the way in which the greater things have been done have been by remarkable...
Of course, that number's been going up and down, and he's getting close, it looks like, especially since he's leading incumbent Tom Rice at 25%.
Hey, y'all, this is your girl, Cheryl Underwood, and I want to tell you something. My digestion...
It was the...
Is only $69.99 a month, plus 2 free system upgrades, a UV light.
Fails to have a prayer closet with God is heading to shipwreck. Sooner or later.
That band button, watch what it does. Or not the band button, sorry, the SW meter button. It changes up by the meter band.
Soul and body. I want to love the Lord my God with all my heart, soul, strength, and mind.
SWR,
Holy Spirit.
Okeechobee, Florida. I don't know what that is.
Molto apprezzati soprattutto dai giovani, quelli della generazione Z, e tra questi soprattutto le donne tra i 18 e i 35 anni. Piacciono anche perché rispetto ai personaggi.
Certainly sounds like it, but yeah, the reception out here is pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we already demonstrated the shortwave, but yeah, let's go back inside to test more of the shortwave because I'm getting bitten over here like crazy.
Yeah, they're ignoring me.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and test the shortwave out, and we'll actually be able to research what that station was, a 99.400 kilohertz.
9400 kilohertz, yep, 9.1 megahertz.
Let's go see. All right, so we're testing out shortwave. So he's going to be the DXer, and I'm going to be the researcher.
All right.
Here, if you want, you can take the camera.
Here, one sec. All right, 4840.
You getting something on there?
Oh, sorry, my shit, yeah. 4840. That's what we were getting earlier. Now remember, anything that's highlighted in red, that's what's currently broadcasting right now.
Yep, WWCR Nashville.
Yep.
And there's no way we're getting this.
Yeah, there's no way we're getting that. And also it's in English. It's not in Portuguese.
Yeah, it's Nashville.
Alright, so let's go up in the frequencies on the 60 meter bands. Nothing on that. I'm getting something on 4980. It's faint, but you can hear it. Barely. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Oh, he's getting it now. Oh, that's music. Copyrighted music. Here you go, Mike. A 4980. Sounds like opera. down a bit. Yeah, it's definitely getting some like opera station on 4980.
WRMI?
What? Yeah. Because if it's some, yeah, it's gotta be WRMI. Let me try that again. Yeah, it's gotta be WRMI. $50.25, 5.025.
So we're getting one of two things. That or that.
Radio that built it, that's Cuba.
It is Cuba.
Here, listen. That's definitely Cuba. So we just got Radio that built it in Balta, Cuba.
Nice.
Yep, I've gotten that Balta transmitter before, so it's not hard to get, especially with the tropo going on right now. I would be shocked. So let me try going up a little bit more. And yes, if you hold down the tuning button up or down, it will tune until it gets a good frequency. Until it gets signal.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep. 5800, but with how good the signal is, I'm going to assume that's WRMI or WWCR.
For both.
Yeah, 5800.
Voice of Mongolia.
Yep.
Okeechobee.
Okeechobee. Yep, that's the Okeechobee WRMI's transmitter. Yep.
They broadcast multiple things.
So what they do is they broadcast multiple things on multiple frequencies. The transmitters are used for lots. Trust me. There's also Voice of America transmitters. I've got to find some of those out actually. Here, actually, you can search it. Go on there and click on that and search and look for Voice of America. They might be doing something here right now on right. Oh, I think you accidentally pushed the now instead of go button. Oh, that's BBC only. Here, click that again. Yeah, it's fine. Anything that's red means it's transmitting now. Okay, so nothing's transmitting now, but yeah. Press Voice of America in all languages. In any language, yep. You might get something more. You might get more luck with that. There you go.
Oh yeah, we got a couple here.
Yeah, but that's on the whole other side of the planet. There's no way we're getting that. Nope. 7305. Let's just do it for jokes. That's not it. Search up 7305 though, because that is something that's transmitting now. But with how close it is, I'm betting it's also. I gotta say that's probably something close by.
Voice of America.
Oh hey, Vatican Radio, Greenville Site B.
If that too.
That's what it is. So we were just. Oh, we got my home station.
Yep.
Greenville Site B.
That's exactly what it is.
Vatican Radio.
Yep.
And Spanish. So yeah, I'd have to say on Shortwave, this is actually pretty good. This is, I mean, I think this one, like this radio right here. So we compared it to this one. We couldn't do much tests with this because we were in the daytime, but these both are really good on Shortwave. Both of them are. So I'd have to say this one might have the slight edge though, despite the antenna size, because one thing you have to realize is that it still uses amplitude modulation for shortwave. So this one does have better reception on AM than this, at least by itself. Now, if you combine this with a AM antenna like I've got over there, but on higher frequencies, then yeah, this could actually be really good for shortwave too. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, this is definitely pretty good for shortwave. What do you think?
I honestly agree with it.
All right.
I think it's pretty good for shortwave as well, but yeah, with that out of the way, we need to discuss the build quality on this silver-lined brick. Okay, the build quality on the Sangean ATS-405. So let's go ahead and take a look. So, yeah, already it feels pretty durable. Feels pretty, it's heavy too. A little bit heavy for what it is. I do hear something rattling.
That's
that's the batteries, yeah. But anyways, the radio feels good. The material is nice. Nice plastic material with a silver coat. The buttons feel very nice. And clicky too. But yeah, the buttons feel nice. The speaker sounds okay. This button right here for stereo and mono, that obviously works. The headphone jack and everything else, the DC port, the kickstand works out great. And it's hinged as well. So
yeah, one thing I will say as the one downside for the build quality on that radio is that if you're trying to pack it somewhere, good luck not being able to accidentally press this button. That button is really easy to press.
Yep.
Really easy to press. So, I mean, I like the radio, and I really do. It's really good for me, but I like this one better with regards to the power button because that one's harder to click. But that's what makes it better. Because, like, if you're packing it, like, that thing has actually turned itself on plenty of times just by being jostled by something out there on the power button. It turns itself on really easily. So, if you like a radio that turns on easily, I mean, it's great, but that being said, it does have that downside if you don't pack it. Luckily, it did come with a case. It actually does have its own case. I just left it at home. It has like a nice little black leather case. It's really nice.
So it's basically like the Eton Elite Traveler.
It's like the Eton Elite Traveler, except this one has a full case. It's like it has a Velcro on it.
Oh, so like it covers the whole thing up.
It's like a little pouch. It's like a Velcro pouch. While the Eton Elite Traveler, that one is just like a wraparound kind of case.
I see.
It's kind of like that one's like a phone case, and the Elite, and this one has like a actual like bag, like a little pouch for it.
Nice.
With Velcro. It's pretty nice. It's a nice leather pouch.
Yeah, I mean the radio itself looks alright. I personally like the style of it. I mean this is kind of like a huge brick, but with this one it's more streamlined to me.
Yeah.
It looks nicer.
Yeah, it's more appealing to the eye, I will admit. And like I said, the clicky buttons, I like that. It makes it feel like you're actually pressing buttons. This one, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the buttons on this too. They're clicky as well, but they're not like loud clicky, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is what it sounds when you click this.
I mean, not that it matters, but
yeah, I mean, it's nice. It feels nice. These are responsive, but I just like the clicky feel of that. It's like a tactile feel, you know, on the keyboard. I don't know why, I just like that. But I will say the style on these keyboards, don't get me wrong, the style of this, I love it, but I just like the clicky feel with those buttons.
Also, if you can guess this Easter egg with what I'm about to press, look. David didn't guess it.
I couldn't hardly see it.
Well, look again.
I think I got it, but I don't.
Well, again, hey, David, if you want to just explain what's going on, you can always call 1-800-267-8101. Either way.
He actually came up from a slumber just to say that.
Yeah. Enjoying the slumber there, buddy.
Trying to. Yeah, sorry about acting. I'm just long day today with warnings.
Yeah, pretty much. Early morning warnings with 19 county SVRs.
And I was asleep through most of it. Well, I got woken up by their radios a few times.
You got jostled around like...
Yeah, right? Bruh.
Anyways, so yeah, the build quality is honestly good. So let's go ahead and talk about the final thoughts. Oh God, he's sleep talking now. We're fucking doomed.
I'm still awake.
Barely.
You're about as awake as I was when I got woken up by those alarms this morning. The sirens and shit.
I bet you were probably like having sleep like, gay.
I was in my head just thinking, why?
Because Cope C mauled ratio, you fell off, canceled. For the 6th time?
Well, hey, maybe. Well, at least that's good because the 6th time my parents promised I'd get an ice cream sundae. So I mean, just kidding. But yeah, 6th time. Yeah, that's about right.
Why is he still here?
That's a good point. Why am I still here?
I don't.
Just to suffer.
Yeah, I think it's just to make him and you suffer. Really, that's my job in life, is to make people suffer.
Anyways, in conclusion, on this silver brick of shit, no, the Sangean ATS-405. So if you want a cheaper alternative to this fucking thing,
yeah,
I would honestly grab it if you can't afford the 909X. The 405 is your next best bet.
Yeah, I mean on FM, I will say this one obviously is better on FM, but this is not that bad on FM either. I mean, this is definitely pretty good for FM. At least from what I tested this morning, because I did borrow Nicholas's Spark this morning to try to get 88.1. This did better on it than that, and also this did, surprisingly. This actually got 88.1 better than the Spark. So, if that's a testament to something, it's at least somewhat better than the Spark on FM, at least.
It just shows that Sangean actually knows how to make good radios.
Yep. I mean, the Spark is still good on AM, though, I'll give it that, but... Really,
yeah, the only downside is this is not so good on AM, this is not so good on FM, this is.
Yeah. Like, so this radio right here on the market for the 909X2 at least, because the 909X isn't made anymore, but they're the same build, basically. They just remarketed it with a new coat of paint and a couple of small minor alterations, but...
And the antenna is just as big as before, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, y'all. For anyone thinking, oh man, they made it smaller. No, it doesn't have erectile dysfunction. It's still pretty big. So don't worry.
Yeah. Let's see if it reaches the roof.
Not quite.
Damn!
Almost does, though.
Oh well.
But yeah, like this radio doesn't have that big bulky antenna either.
No, it doesn't.
But at the same time, I mean, that thing's still good for getting it. Like, they're both still good for getting what they need to get. So, like, that one's good for AM and shortwave, I'd say. This one is good for FM. And FM, in my opinion, is better because, for one, you'd have the RDS display down here. And so you can easily get stations. Like, when we were doing a E-skip the other day, we didn't have the stations. We didn't even have to look up the station. We just confirmed it by the RDS that came over it.
Yeah, that's another downfall. No RDS.
Yeah. But at the same time, I mean, it's not supposed to come with RDS as well. I mean, that's what it's got to have, that little thing that makes it a little bit of cheaper, you know, because this is basically the little brother to this guy here. So, I mean, I'm fine with it not having RDS, but at the same time, it is mostly meant for AM and shortwave, which doesn't even really need RDS. I don't even think AM stations even use RDS anymore, really. Most of them, at least.
Yeah. But either way, if you want to get a 405, you still can.
Yep.
They're still being made. So if you want a nice, cheap alternative to the 909X, go right ahead and buy one.
Yep. Because that was only about, like, I want to say it was like $70 to $80 at my Radio Shack where I got it from. So, yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty much about it for this radio.
Yep.
So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for future radio reviews episodes like this. Also subscribe to East Norcar WX and Thunder Buddy 01 or Tired Buddy 01. Literally.
Long day today.
Yep. Long day indeed. But, yeah. Anyways, on that note, this is Clay Ranger 143 finally signing off along with
East Norcar WX
and Thunder Buddy 01. Who's currently super tired.
Yeah, I definitely feel you there. My energy is not there. Oh well. It'll come back soon enough, but until that time...
Yeah, and when it does come back, the next videos will be giving us some pair of walkie-talkies.